Hi again, I'm Alan Cross, and this is Down the Road, the show about the business and future of Canadian agriculture. I believe it was Agatha Christie who said that, and I quote, "Good advice is always certain to be ignored, but that's no reason not to give it." In a business as unpredictable and as hands-on as farming, the right advice at the right time can be indispensable. And it's upon this basic truth that our first feature was created. So if you're ready, willing, and able, it's time to sit back, listen up, and take notes on the best advice I ever got.
Well, I think when you're farming and you're into dairy cattle, if you are good with cattle, you're going to be able to make it. Doc Murray once said to me, I was telling Doc once, I said, "Doc, I'm not very good on the land. I'm not that good in machinery." And Doc said to me something to give me confidence. He said, "Young lad, you're really good with cattle. You're as good as anybody, and that's where it's important." I never forgot him saying that.
Never give up. You know what I mean? I mean, that's just a one-liner. That means a lot.
I always liked working on equipment. I like working on trucks and tractors. And when I got out of high school, I just wanted to go home and farm. And it was one of the things Dad told me that I've always stuck with me to this day, that says, go out and get a trade first and learn to do something that way. And then if you want to come home and farm, fine. But at least you have something to fall back on.
Gloria Steinem said, and I quote, "The first problem for all of us, men and women, is not to learn, but to unlearn." While the struggle for equality in the urban workplace is well documented, back on the farm, the role women continue to play remains as clear and as uncontested as ever. They are, in every sense of the word, a true partner, and the impact they can have on the day-to-day demands and bottom line of today's farm is undeniable.
Well, Corey and I married the love of my life, and we settled down in the homestead in 1970. She was 22 and I was 24, and my wife was along with me with everything, putting in the hay. She helped milk. We worked hard together, we played hard together, and we made farming fun. It means everything.
We work such long hours. It's important to have somebody that understands that and supports you. Both Jim's wife and my wife help whenever they can. They both work out, but they come home from work, especially in haying season. They're into a truck and out helping draw hay in at night. And when you walk in at 10 or 11 or 12 o'clock at night and supper's ready for you, that's kind of nice.
Oh, I couldn't operate. The day she says, "I don't want to do this anymore," I'm going to say it about 5 minutes later, because I'm serious. I do the milking, and she feeds all the calves, all the heifers, helps me in the barn night and morning, all the paperwork, true partnership. True partnership.
Together down the road.
When I was a kid growing up on the farm, my dad taught me how to play baseball. Back in the 1950s, he taught me how to pitch. I was a left-hander, and it took me about a year to learn how to throw the whip. When I got to be 19, I could throw that softball 100 miles an hour. Well, Dad was an athlete himself. He was a catcher, and I guess he was one of the best of his time. And he had this little old pancake glove, and how he ever caught a ball with it, I never know. But it was fun growing up in the country and having these teams. I had 3 no-hitters in my day, and if I hadn't horsed around and threw the ball behind my back and between my legs and did all these trick pitches, I probably could have had 10 no-hitters in my day if I hadn't horsed around. But I always saw the lighter side in everything, and saw that in baseball, and we did have a lot of fun. And our little Horde station team up there won it for 4 years in a row, and they thought, there's a dynasty, we got to break that team up.
So climb aboard, we'll take a ride. Row on row, beneath clear blue sky. Got what it takes, maybe catch a break.
I scared them, and I didn't realize till I got older why I scared them. When somebody's throwing a ball 100 miles an hour and it's getting close to your head, that's sort of scary. But it was fun, and I just loved it. It's probably the best life. It's a beautiful place to live up in the country. I like somebody that can come from the city to see what we have in the country and appreciate how beautiful it is here and how lucky we are to live in the country. We've got it made in the shade. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
The more I see, the less I know. together down the road.